Hi everyone. So it's time for today's connections game. I know you have seen the thumbnail, so you would know what the words of today are. But I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to show you the 16 words. They need to be put in four categories of four words. Pause this video and give it your best shot. Watch till the end of this video. At the end, I will reveal the four groups of four words. Let's talk about today's words. So the first word is booty. Now, booty is in this connections game. It means backside, derrière, right? And booty, but booty has so many different meanings, right? So for that, in that, with that sense of booty, booty also means like, we have a booty call, which means, to call somebody just for sex and not really wanting anything else. But booty also means treasure. Where is my booty? Usually pirates are looking for booty. So booty is that other meaning. So treasure. Where is the booty in this? Like, where is my treasure? So those are a couple of meanings of booty. And the next word, which means backside, is bum, which is actually more of a British term for that. So bum means that, but also bum means somebody who's like a derriere. Are you just a bum? As in, do you like have no, are you homeless? That's a bum, right? And it's also as could be a verb to bomb. Can I bomb a cigarette off of you? That means can I get a cigarette? So to bomb there, that's another meaning for the word bomb. Then we have the very interesting word can, because can, of course, at the simple level of English, can means I can, to be able to. That's can. That's, of course, not to can. There's no to can, because I can, but there is no, can doesn't have a to. It doesn't become like that. But also can means to put things in a can, right? To put things in a, so can be a verb and can be a noun. And as a noun, can means like a, you know, tin can, which is like a metal type of a thing that where you put the food in. But also can is kind of any kind of a container. And so in that's like a contained thing in a container. You know, like you have a fruit can where you have dry fruit in a can or any kind of a thing. It's usually the can is usually not. It's usually some sort of a metal or aluminum or something, but it's never glass. Glass. It's when you have a jar, that jar is glass. A jar is not a can. So a can is never made of glass, whereas jar is never made of metal. Jar is usually glass. But then can means, the verb can means to can something, as in to put it in that can metal container. Now, the thing about that is that for that to kind of contain something or put it in a certain place means to can, right? Can you just can it? As in put this thing. But then if you say can it, can you can it? That means can you be quiet? Can you just be silent? Shut up, right? So can you can it? Can it? As in I don't want to hear it. Can it? But also canned means something which is pre-recorded or done by somebody else. Wow, this speech is some canned thing that you got from somewhere. Or I, what is this? Seems like a canned script from somebody else. So can. And then finally, the word for backside. And by the way, this backside can thing, I've never heard of it. I don't know where. It's a connections thing. I have never heard of it. Then the rear, of course, means backside, and rear as opposed to front. And, so rear of something and front of something, rear and front. But also rear, that's the noun of rear, right? So where rear is a noun, go to the rear of the house, which means go to the back of the house, backside of the house. Or, in here, backside probably means on a human, so rear. But also we have things like rear end. Somebody rear-ended me. That's a verb. And that means somebody, when you're driving your car and somebody hits you in the back, it's called to rear end. But then we have rear as a verb, which becomes quite complex, because how did your parents rear? Okay, so that rear means how did they grow you up? How did they, bring you up? Rear, to rear somebody. But also rear means, we have that expression, oh no, my past reared its ugly head again, right? Reared, it's called a rear its end, and it's a negative thing when it's like something rears its end, like, oh my God, this can't rear its head again, because that means that it's something negative that is happening. So the words were backside. Words are booty, bomb, can, and rear. Hey there, friend. Nice to meet you. I am Hamid. Sorry for the interruption. If you are enjoying this video and are looking to take your English fluency and vocabulary to the next level, I've got something special for you. I offer personalized one-on-one coaching sessions tailored to your unique goals and interests. Whether you're focusing on grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, or all around communication skills, I'm here to help you master English in a way that's fun and effective. Ready to elevate your English? Click on the link in the description below to book your session with me today. Let's embark on this journey to English mastery together. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe for more tips and tricks on mastering English. Thank you. Now let's go back to let's do the other groups. So treat with excessive care. Baby. Now baby, it's simple. Baby usually means like, babe, little newborn child. It's a baby. Of course, baby is also terms of endearment. Baby, come here. And, usually lovers or boyfriend, girlfriend say baby. But also, sometimes mother and, child, or father and child, they call it baby, what's wrong, baby? And so baby there is, a term of endearment. But baby in general means little one, the newborn. But also you could say baby tooth, which is like a really small tooth, or baby finger, or baby carrot, or you can use baby with a lot of things to make it diminutive, to make it smaller. That's a baby monster that's attacking us. It's kind of like, or so usually use baby and it's kind of making something small and it's kind of making it funny. But then there's also the verb baby, to baby somebody, which means treat with excessive care. And listen, it's excessive care. So it's not treat with care. If you baby somebody, please don't baby me. Means please don't treat me with such almost condescendingness, right? So excessive care. And I just wanted to take this time to tell you that, if this sounds sometimes too much, these words and the vocabulary, and gets confusing, English is a very rich language with 1 million words, with all of them having different meaning. And for native speakers, Americans, British, English can be pretty hard. So if you have issues and challenges following these videos or enhancing your English, just know that for you to show up and keep doing this work is a big thing. So keep going. Don't, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, pat yourself on the back, and then just keep going. Okay, So the next word to treat somebody with excessive care is mother. And of course, mother, what mother means, but mother also means, mothership, mother earth. So we use mother to kind of, embody that, what is the mother organization. So mother is like the originator. That's what we use. But in the verb, treat with excessive care, oh my God, she just mothers me, which that mothering actually comes smothering. Smothering and mothering are kind of the same. Then the next word we have for excessive care is pamper. Oh my God, you are so pampered. And, which is means spoiled. Oh my God, I need a little pampering, please. I just need a little pampering. That means that, I'm just tired. I've been adulting all day. I am so tired. I need a little pampering. Another word for it is TLC, tender loving care. So when you usually say, I need some pampering, that means that you need pampering. But if you say, you are so pampered, that means that you've been so spoiled and everybody has taken excessive care of you. So that's not good, right? Pamper, so to pamper. And then the last word for the excessive care thing is spoil, as I've been saying, to spoil. Oh my God, you are so spoiled. That is really spoiled. Now the thing is spoil is got a lot of meanings. It's not like pamper. It's much more, because to spoil in general means that when something goes rotten, oh, that milk is spoiled. That means that spoiled. That means that that milk has gone bad, or the food can go spoiled. But spoil, it kind of means wasted. So it spoils of war, which is an expression that means that what you get at the end of the war, that all the stuff, all the booty, all the treasure you win at the end. Those are spoils of war. But also spoil means to ruin, to destroy, to waste. That's where the term spoiler alert, spoiler means when you give away the very important plot of a movie. So a spoiler alert, that means that don't read the rest of this, because otherwise it'll spoil it for you. It will destroy the whole story. Spoiler. And then, again, but you can use that expression of excessive care. It's like, oh my God, you spoil me. That means that you treat me with such, you pamper me, you spoil me. And in so doing, spoil and baby and mother, to baby usually is never really, it can't be really positive. Whereas spoil can be. So you baby me is not a good thing, but say you spoil me. That means that, oh, thank you. Like that, this is so kind of you. Or I need pampering. That could be, but you don't say babying or mothering. Those are usually negative. Then things in a spa locker room. This is again connections, not me. Things in a spa locker room. Robe. Now, robe, of course, the thing that you wear. It's kind of like basically clothes is a robe, but in French you say robe de chambre, the thing that sleeping robe. And then robe is also basically this long gown thing that you wear to sleep, or at a spa or at the beach. That's the robe, and usually has a belt and it opens. But also a judge wears a robe, so it's a costume, part of a costume. Or maybe superhero has a robe. So that's a robe. And then we have disrobe, which comes from robe, and that means to take off your clothes. Would you please disrobe, which means can you take off your clothes? And disrobing is usually like almost like formal way of saying it. And then another thing found in a locker room is slipper. Slipper, the things that you put on your shoes, like a sandal, slippers. Now the word slip means to slip, like to fall down, like, oh, like on a banana peel, you slip and fall. So that's slipping. And then we have an adjective, slippery, which comes from the slipper, but you add a y, slippery, slope. That means that's a very sort of treacherous slope, right? That you might fall down. So it's slippery. It's be careful, it's slippery. Ice is slippery. And then we have the word towel, which doesn't really have a lot of meanings. It just means towel, the material, the fabric that you use in the bathroom. And then washcloth. And washcloth is combination of the word wash, to wash, and cloth, fabric. So washcloth. So things in a spa locker room are robe, slipper, towel, and washcloth. And finally, the fourth group is cats, group of things with cats. So we have cat's cradle. Not that I have no idea what cat's cradle is, but cradle means that the place that you put the baby. So you have a cradle and you put the baby in a cradle. And we have expressions like from cradle to grave, right? That means from the time you're born to the time you die. So cradle is usually connected to, birthing. But also cradle doesn't have to be also only humans. It could be the cradle of civilization. Egypt is the cradle of civilization, where the civilization came to exist first. And then the next one is cat's eye. And I think cat's eye is a type of a jewel. Anyways, eye, eye, this is the eye. But eye also has other meanings like eye of needle, right? That's the eye of the needle where you put the thread. That's the eye of the needle. And there are other meanings that's, slips me right now. But there is eye of storm, which is right in the middle of the storm. Usually, eye is a central, important part of something. So that's eye. Of course, then we have the verb to eye. And to eye means kind of looking. He was eyeing me. And eye usually is not just looking, but it's kind of looking with a certain attitude, maybe sort of suspicion or, I don't know, interest. So it's a type of a look which kind of a loaded look. Then we have cat's meow. Now, meow, it doesn't, it's just the sound that the cat makes. But cat's meow, it's actually an expression. It means that somebody who's extraordinary, it's amazing, cat's meow. And then pajamas, cat's pajamas. I don't even know what that means, but pajamas, the thing that you wear is kind of like, maybe you'll be wearing a robe and your pajamas. Okay, and then have a towel on your head. Okay, see you tomorrow.